of the week, because on Sundays we feel so free. It's like a leisure day where you just get to do whatever you like. Although I understand that all days are equal with 24 hours each, but most of us agree that Friday is the longest day of the week and Sunday is actually the shortest. Without wasting much of time, I would like to let you know that you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Voice of the People 90.3 FM on YouTube, so you can follow our radio station, follow up our programs properly. This is the People's Drive one more time. My name is Ash, the stud boy. How are you doing out there? How are you guys doing out there? I would want to hear from a lot of you this afternoon. So don't keep me here lonely. Don't leave me here alone. No matter what you got to do, make sure you have VOP around you. You can stream on YouTube. You can also carry something that's going to make you listen to us on the radio. Whichever way, just stay tuned to VOP 90.3 FM. We're going to discuss a lot. We've got some fresh gist right here on our platform, and we want to share them with you. But first of all, I think it is necessary that I let you know that you pay attention to the People's Drive, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm going to give you less than a minute to do that, because I'm going to go on a short break. And when I come back, I'm going to present the headlines of the stories we have here on the People's Drive. Don't go nowhere. This is where you ought to be.
Na them, he wan use person do money, kill am.
Sit tire for here, put am for him neck, burn am. Yes, dem no go find better work do. Na yahoo dem go dey do. Burn am. Stop!
That person wey you wan born, if it dey innocent, no go carry person blood put for your head. Jungle justice no good at all. Stop am.
You wey light the fire, you no get heart. Say no to jungle justice.
You uncle wey follow for the crowd dey look wey dem dey born person, you no stop dem. E dey do you like film abi? Your hand sef no clean o. You fit enter gbege. Stop the lynching. Stop jungle justice.
Under the criminal law for Lagos State, person wey start jungle justice, those wey support am and those wey just sit down look, all of them fit rot for jail. My name na Benjamin Hundeyin, Lagos State Police talk person. Stop jungle justice.
This message now from Lagos State Police Command
and VOP 90.3 FM.
Welcome back from the advert break. You're still tuned into the People's Drive with Ash the Stud Boy. On the headlines, right here on the People's Drive, fresh evidence from Chicago State University, not statute-barred. Atiku replies Tinubu, APC and INEC. And also Tinubu's daughter, others receive Peace Achievers Award. I am sad. I need help. Nigerian lady weeps over loneliness in Canada. People, they fight to go abroad. She's crying about loneliness in Canada. Synagogue president stabbed to death outside home in U.S. This is another story we have here on the People's Drive. Stop lawmakers from taking delivery of 57.6 billion naira. 360 SUVs, Seraptels caught. And also on the headlines, why INEC chairman shouldn't be appointed by president. This is coming from a past INEC chairman, Atahiru Jega. And also on the People's Drive, cry of the rich, luxury houses turned to rubble as Lagos demolishes buildings on drainage channels. Oh, I'm sorry for these people. So sorry for these people. Tinubu should review many more appointments by Tony Iridia. This is also on the People's Drive. 3 police inspectors to face trial over alleged extortion in Ogun State. Shetima arrives in U.S. for AFDB World Food Prize. Also on the People's Drive. 7 dead, 3 injured in Osun auto crash. Wow. 2023 elections, Cardinal Onayekon accuses INEC chairman Mahmood of dishonesty. That is also another headline we have here on the People's Drive. And I did not know 90% of those serving with me from day one. Yahaya Bello confirms this to newsmen. These are the stories we have. And finally, on the People's Drive, I'm going to let you know 10 things you need to know this Sunday afternoon, or this Sunday. I'm going to let you know the 10 things you need to know about this Sunday. First of all, let's go into the stories as the Supreme Court gets set to hear appeals seeking to remove President Bola Tinubu from office, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the February 2023 presidential elections. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has said that nothing ought to stop the APC court from accepting his fresh evidence. Atiku stated this in a reply on the point of law he filed to counter objections that Tinubu, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and All Progressive Congress, APC, raised to query the admissibility of documents that were released to him by the Chicago State University, CSU, in the United States of America. The former vice president, who is challenging the outcome of the presidential election that was held on February 25th, maintained that the documents he is seeking the permission of the APC court to tender would establish his allegation that Tinubu was not only ineligible to contest the election, but was equally involved in certificate forgery. The documents Atiku is seeking to tender before the APC court are Tinubu's academic records that the CSU handed over to him on October 2, 2023. The 32-page documents were released on the orders of Judge Nancy Maldonado of the District Court of Illinois, Eastern Division, Illinois, United States of America. The U.S. court had ordered the CSU to release the said documents to Atiku despite Tinubu's objection. However, following Atiku's request to tender the documents, Tinubu, INEC, and APC raised separate objections, wherein they argued that the Supreme Court could not admit the evidence at this stage of the case. All right, they argued that the 180 days allowed by the law for hearing of petitions against the outcome of the presidential election had since elapsed. According to them, the APC court at this stage lacks the requisite jurisdiction to receive and decide on fresh evidence since it was not presented within the prescribed 180 days. In his response to the objections, Atiku, through his team of lawyers led by Chief Chris Uche, senior advocate of Nigeria, argued that contrary to the position of the respondents, there is no such constitutional limit of 180 days on the lower court to hear and determine a presidential election petition, such that can rob his honorable court to exercise its power in any manner whatsoever. The parties are agreed that the Constitution is the fons et origo and the ground norm and supersedes any other legislation, he added. Besides, Atiku maintained that while tribunals were established to deal with election matters from House of Assembly, National Assembly, and governorship elections, the Constitution gave the jurisdiction to entertain disputes from presidential election only to the Court of Appeal. Thereafter, the Constitution was intentional and deliberate in setting the 180 days limit only for election tribunals and not for the Court of Appeal. On the other hand, when it came to appeals, the Constitution clearly and expressly extended same to the Court of Appeal. The Constitution clearly excluded Court of Appeal in the proceedings. In the proceedings subsection he submitted, Atiku further argued that a cursory look at Section 285 of the 1999 Constitution as amended shows that the Presidential Election Petition Court, PEPC, that heard and dismissed his petition was not an election tribunal. He contended that the framers of the Constitution limited the application of the 180 days specifically to election tribunals by virtue of Section 285(6), excluding the Court of Appeal. On the other hand, when it came to the next subsection, namely Section 2857, they intentionally included a mentioned Court of Appeal. The trite maxim, my lords, is expressio unius est exclusio asterio, meaning that the express mention of one thing is a statutory provision automatically excludes any other which otherwise would have been included by implication. Furthermore, when granting jurisdiction to the Court of Appeal to entertain presidential election petitions, the Constitution did not pretend that it was conferring the jurisdiction on a tribunal. It clearly gave the jurisdiction to the Court of Appeal. Thus, Section 2391 of the Constitution specifically provides thus. subject to the provisions of this Constitution, the Court of Appeal shall, to the exclusion of any other court of law in Nigeria, have original jurisdiction to hear and determine any question as to whether any person has been validity elected to the office of president or vice president under this Constitution. Uche also noted that when conferring on Supreme Court the jurisdiction to entertain appeals arising from decisions in presidential election petitions, the Constitution limited itself to Court of Appeal and made no mention of tribunal. He cited Section 233, subsections 1 and 2(e) of the Constitution, which provides that the Supreme Court shall have jurisdiction to the exclusion of any other court of law in Nigeria to hear and determine appeals from the Court of Appeal. An appeal shall lie from decisions of the Court of Appeal to the Supreme Court as of right in the following cases. E. Decisions on any question, whether any person has been validly elected to the office of president or vice president under this Constitution. He added that it was based on the above facts that the Presidential Election Petition Court itself administratively refused to be referred to as the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, but the Presidential Election Petition Court. The case is not whether second respondent attended Chicago State University, but whether he presented a forged certificate to INEC. That at the trial, a National Youth Service Corps certificate with serial number 173807 presented by the second respondent to the first respondent was equally tendered by the applicant at the trial as exhibit PBDA1 with the name Tinubu Bola Adekunle, which is annexed herewith as exhibit J Atiku added. This is the story coming from the presidential elections, which was previously conducted February 25th, 2023. And we all know that the candidates of the opposition parties have not agreed with the election result that was announced by INEC as at the time the election was held. And it is getting more intense because the candidate of the People's Democratic Party doesn't really want to give up on this, despite the speculations around him and what people are saying that he can never ever emerge as president. Still, he never looks like giving up. Also, the presidential election, the candidate of the Labour Party also has his own petitions against the incumbent party and incumbent president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And we are expecting the Supreme Court to hear their petitions very, very soon. This is one of the headlines we have right here. A fresh evidence from Chicago State University, not statute-barred. Atiku replies, Tinubu, APC, and the INEC. And also on the People's Drive, Fola Shade Tinubu Ojo, the Iyaloja General of Lagos and daughter of President Bola Tinubu, and other Nigerians drawn from different backgrounds have received the 2023 Peace Achievers International Awards. The award ceremony of the 12th edition of the prestigious annual event took place on Saturday night at the Abuja Continental Hotel in the Federal Capital Territory. Tinubu Ojo received an award for excellence in peace and community development and was also named the best business person of the year. Not to mention other recipients of the award. Let's quickly go to the next story we have. A Nigerian lady with the name Sylvia Obianuju Chikwendo on TikTok broke down in tears as she recounted the loneliness she has been enduring since her relocation to Canada. In a video posted on TikTok handle on Saturday, on her own TikTok handle, Chikwendo said she missed her life, family, and has become sad and needed help. In the video she shared, which has now gone viral, Chikwendo was weeping profusely while expressing the loneliness she felt. We're going to leave that there for now. And also the synagogue president stabbed to death outside home in U.S. The president of a Detroit Synagogue Board, Samantha Wall, was found dead with multiple stab wounds outside her home on Saturday morning. According to CNN, Wall was the president of the board of the Isaac Agree Downtown Synagogue, which is downtown Detroit, as posted by synagogue in a Facebook post. We are shocked and saddened to learn of the unexpected death of Samantha Wall. Our board president, the synagogue, said, may her memory be a blessing. Officers were called Saturday morning about a person lying on the ground unresponsive, and when they arrived at the scene, they found a trail of blood leading them to Wall's home, according to a statement from the Detroit Police Department. We're going to leave that there for now. And also, before we go on a break, stop lawmakers from taking delivery of 57.6 billion naira 360 SUVs, 360 XUVs. Serap tells court the Social Economic Rights and Accountability Project. Serap has asked the Federal High Court in Lagos to stop the House of Representatives from procuring and taking delivery of 57.6 billion naira 360 sports utility vehicles, SUVs, for its members, pending the hearing and determination of the applications for injunction filed by the organization. Serap's application for interim and interlocutory injunction followed reports that the lawmakers are set to procure and take delivery of 57.6 billion naira SUVs. According to reports, each of the SUVs would cost taxpayers at least 160 million naira. Where owner they see this money. In the application filed last week by Serap Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the organization sought an order of interim injunction restraining the National Assembly from procuring, taking delivery and distributing the SUVs to their members, pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice for an order of interlocutory injunction filed simultaneously in the suit. Such further orders that the Honorable Court may deem fit to make in the circumstance of the suit. Record as Serap in August filed the suit number FHCL CS 1606 2023 before the Federal High Court, challenging the legality of spending of billions of naira by National Assembly to purchase exotic and bulletproof cars for members and principal officers. Serap has also sent an open letter to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu urging him to put pressure on the leadership of the House of Representatives and stop members from taking these expensive vehicles pending the hearing and determination of the application for the interim injunction. This is also on the People's Drive. Let us quickly take one more story before we go on a break. Why INEC chairman shouldn't be appointed by president. This is coming from the former INEC chairman during Goodluck Jonathan's tenure as president. He is Professor Tahiru Jega, a former Independent National Electoral Commission chairman, INEC. He has just justified why chairman of the electoral body should not be appointed by the president. And Jega made the point while speaking at a 2-day retreat organized by senators by the National Institute of Legislative and Democratic Studies, NILDS, in Ikot, Ekpene, Akwa Ibom State on Saturday. The former INEC boss also called for amendments for the Electoral Act 2022. According to him, although Nigeria's current electoral laws could be said to be the best in the country's history, it is not perfect, and there was the need for further amendments to remove ambiguities, clarify and strengthen some of its sections. The amendment, he said, should make the electronic transmission of results mandatory from the next general elections, which is coming up 2027. On INEC's leadership, Jega stressed that the president should be divested of power to appoint the chairman and national commissioners of INEC to free the commission from partisanship. Is he making sense or not? You're going to tell me that shortly. He said the law should be reviewed to ensure that all cases arising from the conduct of elections are resolved and judgments made before the date of swearing in. Many stakeholders had expressed concern that Section 64 of the Electoral Act, which states that the process of transmission of election results is susceptible to manipulation and misinterpretation. Jega said the section should be clarified by making electronic transmission of election results compulsory, including uploading of polling unit level results and result sheets used at different levels of result collation. INEC would have enough time to prepare for this if the act is amended early enough in the ensuing electoral cycle, he said. Jega also called for the introduction of either early voting for eligible voters on election duty, such as INEC staff, observers and their drivers, security personnel and journalists, or special arrangement to enable them vote on election day, especially for presidential elections. The former INEC boss advocated diaspora voting, at least for presidential elections, to enable citizens to vote, especially those on essential service abroad. There is need to enhance inclusion of women, if necessary, by up to 35% of elective positions in parliament and in all political parties. Candidate list, he added. Cross-carpeting by elected officials, Jega said, should be prescribed not only for members of the National Assembly but also for elected executives, governors and chairmen of local government. He added that INEC should be empowered to prepare for elections to fill the vacancy once it has evidence of the act of cross-carpeting. Cross-carpeting, which means moving from one party to another party unexpectedly, or anti-party movement. There is need to place stringent conditions for candidates' withdrawal and replacement to prevent abuse, empower INEC to also screen and, if necessary, disqualify candidates whose credentials show that they are unqualified or in respect of whom it has evidence of forgery and other forms of criminality. There is need for the legislation to allow even candidates outside the political parties as well as tax-paying citizens to file suits against candidates who provide false information to INEC regarding their candidature. Although Section 1328 and 9 have given timeless timelines within which the tribunals and court of appellate jurisdiction should issue verdicts, there is need, particularly in the respect of elected executive positions, to ensure that all cases are resolved and judgments made before the date of swearing in. Review the process of appointments into INEC, specifically to divest and minimize the involvement of the president in appointment of chairman and national commissioners of INEC, in order to free the commission from the damaging negative perception of he who pays the piper dictates the tune. Chega, are you making sense? The people are going to tell us if you're making sense. When the phone line is open, we're going to know if these laws that you're trying to insinuate can be implemented. We're going to see to that. And adding to that, the Justice Uwais Committee recommended that the responsibility for advertising, screening, shortlisting, and submission to Council of State for recommendation to Senate for confirmation hearings for the category of officers should be entrusted to the National Judicial Council, NJC. On second thought, and for obvious reasons, he further stated that, he said, I will recommend a joint committee of the National Assembly be given this responsibility with a criteria for transparency, non-partisanship, and stakeholder engagement for the process. The applicants/nominees for these appointments should be subjected to public scrutiny with regards to knowledge, skills, good character, and non-partisanship. Guidelines should be provided for submitting petitions against any nominee during this process. This is coming from the former chairman of the INEC, Atahiru Jega. He is the one telling us this. He's giving us ideas. And can this be done in Nigeria? Can we have a transparent election in Nigeria? Can someone actually go for an election without thinking about bribing the officials of INEC and security personnel? Can we be free and fair in our elections. We're going to know about that. We're going to talk about that after the break. Don't go anywhere. You're still tuned into the People's Drive on VOP 90.3 FM Lagos. My name is Ash, the stud boy.
He won't use person do money, kill am.
Sit tire for here, put am for him neck, burn am. Yes, they no go find better work do. Na yahoo dem go dey do. Burn am.
Stop! Dat person wey you wan born, if it dey innocent, no go carry person blood put for your head. Jungle justice no good at all. Stop am.
You wey light the fire, you no get heart. Say no to jungle justice.
You nko wey follow for the crowd dey look wey dem dey born person. You no stop them. E dey do you like film abi? Your hand sef no clean o. You fit enter gbege. Stop the lynching. Stop jungle justice.
Under the criminal law for Lagos State, person wey start jungle justice, those wey support am and those wey just don't look, all of them fit rot for jail. My name na Benjamin Hundeyin, Lagos State Police talk person. Stop jungle justice.
This message now from Lagos State Police Command
and VOP 90.3 FM.
Welcome back from the AVA break. If you're just joining us, you're tuned into the People's Drive 90.3 FM, the voice of the people, Lagos, and we are discussing few stories, latest stories we have here on our platform. Cry of the rich, luxury houses turned to rubble as Lagos demolishes buildings on drainage channels. Of course, we were informed previously the Lagos State Ministry of Environment, in its drive for urban renewal and permanent solution to perennial flooding, conducted mass demolition of properties built on drainage setback in the Lekki Phase 2 and Ikota areas of the state. Godfrey George writes on the exercise of influences of residents. Mr. Sola Akadi watched in pain on Wednesday as his 55 million naira semi-detached duplex was reduced to rubble by the task force of the Lagos State Ministry of Environment. His was one of the buildings being demolished by the government for being on a drainage channel in the Kota area of the state. In a few minutes, his investment that had barely lasted 2 years was gone in a twinkle in his eyes. Sorry about that, bro. As the blade of the bulldozer touched the roof of his building that morning, Akadi held his chest and shook his head in disbelief. Who you go be, where you no go pain? In his own words, I could not believe it was happening. He told newsmen, it was not even up to 2 years that I bought the property and now it has been brought to the ground. No one in my shoes will be happy losing over 55 million naira and other charges I have paid on the property. It's still like a dream. He said when he heard about the planned demolition from a neighbor a few days earlier, he didn't know how to relay the sad news to his family, who had been savoring the moment. Asked what motivated him to buy the property, he said towards the end of 2021, he felt the need to buy a property in Lagos and that he didn't hesitate when he got a good offer from the developers of Venus Homes, Phase 1, Ikota, GRA, and the nod of his lawyer, whom he involved from the... Someone just got a house, barely 2 years, and a house worth over 55 million naira. Just imagine how he'll be feeling now. Imagine how he will be feeling with his family. It's like telling him sending him to the streets. You know, his house he lives in, not the one he rented out. The one he lives in actually resides with his family, has been demolished, and it's not a good news for anybody at all. It's not a good news for anybody at all. I'm going to let you speak on this very, very shortly. Let's keep going on the news. Tinubu should review many more appointments by Tommy Iredia. Due to public outrage, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu immediately withdrew his nomination of engineer Imam Ibrahim Kashim Imam as chairman of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA. The loudest criticism of the appointment was that the appointee lacked adequate experience to give appropriate direction to the board of a federal agency. Ordinarily, with the Not Too Young to Run Act of 2018, which prioritizes youth participation in governance, the appointment of young engineer Imam should have been embraced by all, but the issue of suitability raises a question mark for the appointment, considering that Imam has not had sufficient exposure to board room politics and general administration. His appointment is obviously deficient and issue that would not have arisen if he was just a board member of the same agency. It therefore makes sense that President Tinubu withdrew the appointment in line with public opinion. But then the controversy should not be held against the appointee, who in this case is an outstanding young Nigerian that deserves to be given a place to maximize his potentials. Engineer Imam is a first-class graduate in mechanical engineering from Brighton University, from where he also earned an MSc with honors. He therefore deserves another appointment where Nigeria can benefit from his brilliance and not becoming the chairman of FEMA. However, his appointment eliminates some hidden issues in the public placements in Nigeria, which, if not checked, will leave our nation with stunted growth. Until his nomination of FEMA's chairmanship, young Imam had reportedly only served briefly as special assistant to David Umahi, Nigeria's Minister of Works, who by law is expected to supervise the same FEMA. Should Nigeria allow a person who is appointed a minister to elevate his special assistant to become the chairman of or chief executive of an agency that such a minister is also mandated to supervise? Is he right? I mean, someone who was your special assistant becomes the chairman of a board that you are supposed to supervise. How is it going to work? Now, let's leave that aside. Of course, if that is allowed to stand, how FEMA would be run can best be imagined. Yet the contrivance occurs when, often in Nigeria, we have these cases of appointment in Nigeria. People would believe that those who occupy the executive positions that they have been appointed to occupy, we believe that most of them don't really merit those positions. They don't really merit it. We know how Nigeria has been. Most appointments are due to partisanship and who you know. That is how it has been in Nigeria. Can we leave this here for now and look into another story? 3 police inspectors to face trial over alleged extortion in Ogun State. The Ogun State Police Command will try 3 police inspectors, 7 in the state, for their alleged involvement in extorting motorcyclists around the Mawu bus stop, Agbado, in the Ifo local government area of the state. This was disclosed in a statement on Sunday by the State Police Public Relations Officer, Omolola Odutola, identifying the officers as Ikanoba Lucky, Paul Sunday, and Edwin Ekeogu. She said they were caught on camera while the video capturing their unprofessional conduct had gone viral, adding that the illegal act was allegedly committed on October 19th. On October 19, 2023, in our own words, Inspector Akanoba Lucky, Inspector Paul Sunday, and Inspector Edwin Ekeogu were involved in an incident of professional misconduct while on visibility policing duty at Mawu bus stop in the Agbado area of the state. The statement read, these officers were caught on camera flagrantly extorting money from commercial cyclists in contravention of the Police Act and regulations. The inappropriate actions of the 3 policemen were subsequently shared on social media and went viral. The Commissioner of the Police Ogun State Police Command, CP Alamutu Abiodun Mustafa, has taken note of this incident and strongly condemned the unprofessional act of these men. To address this misconduct, the command has activated appropriate disciplinary measures against the erring personnel to ensure that they are held accountable of their misconduct and to serve as a deterrent to others who might be tempted to do such things or to toe this ignoble path. That is also one of the stories we have here on the People's Drive. Now, let's look into the next one. Shettima arrives in U.S. Shettima is now in U.S. for AFDB World Food Prize. And Kashim Shettima is the Vice President of Nigeria, and he has just arrived America to participate in the African Development Bank World Food Prize to be held in Iowa. The event, facilitated by Norman E. Bowlog International Dialogue, will commence on Tuesday, October 24, 2023, and this was disclosed in a statement today, being Sunday, by Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communications, Office of the Vice President, Mr. Stanley Nkwocha, saying the Vice President, who is the special guest at the event, will also deliver the keynote address. He will also hold high-stakes meetings with manufacturers, investors, and top government officials across some states of the U.S. Shettima will use the platform to speak to the potentialities and endowments of Nigeria's agricultural sector, woo investors, and push for commitments in achieving President Bola Tinubu's mandates and programs for Nigeria's agro-food section. Distinguished African leaders who in the past have used the event to canvass support for agricultural development and food sufficiency in Africa include late former United Nations Secretary General and AGRA founder Kofi Annan, very popular, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, President Felix Tshisekedi, and Joaquim Chissano, and AFDB President Akinwumi Adesina, among others. This is another thing that we have just learned right here. Another information I just told you about. And what more do we have here? Okay, let's quickly see the 10 things you need to know this Sunday afternoon. Ahead of the 2027 elections, the Senate is set to amend the Electoral Act to allow for diaspora voting, at least for presidential elections, to enable citizens, especially those on essential service abroad, to vote. The Senate, in a communique issued at the end of its retreat in Ikotepene, Akwa Ibom, also resolved to make electronic transmissions of results mandatory from the next general elections in 2027. Are they going to abide by this promise? Number 2, 4 armed robbery suspects linked to the Friday robbery in Otukpo banks have been arrested by joint security forces comprising officers of the Nigerian Police Force and the Nigerian Armed Forces along Otukpo Taraku Road, Benue State. A video clip of the suspect is currently circulating on social media. And then, a former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Ataru Jega, has called for amendment of the Electoral Act 2022. He said the president should be divested of power to appoint the chairman and national commissioners of INEC to free the commission from partisanship. I read this earlier, but just recapping you on what you should know this Sunday. And on number 4, Nuhu Sambo, a 19-year-old student of Al Azhar Academy, Kofa Gayan Zaria, Mawanu, has been killed under controversial circumstances. The student who was in JSS 3 was reported to have lost his life as a result of severe beating and corporal punishment by teachers. Confirming the incident, the Kaduna State Police Command spokesman ASP Mansa Hassan said 2 suspects have so far been arrested. That is what you have to know this Sunday. And the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has urged Nigerians to ignore what it called fake news by the Social Democratic Party, SDP, that the staff of the commission are configuring the beavers machines meant for the November 11 governorship election in Kogi State. This is contained in a post of the verified X account of the commission on Sunday. And also a wanted killer, Nanye Guru Best, aka Killer Boy, who was declared wanted by the police for killing his girlfriend, Augusta Osedion, a student of Leeds City University, has been arrested in Sierra Leone. The suspect was said to have changed his name to Kanu Princeton Samuel and used $25,000 to purchase a Sierra Leone passport. Also, the recently appointed Borno State Commissioner for Rehabilitation, Reconstruction and Resettlement, RRR, Engineer Ibrahim Idris Gaba, passed away at his guest house in 777 Housing Estate in Maduguri, the state capital, on Saturday morning. The cause of the commissioner's untimely death is shrouded in misery. And also, what you need to know today, Sunday, is National Chairman of All Progressive Congress, APC, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, has expressed confidence that the party will triumph in the November 11, 2023 gubernatorial elections in Kogi, Imo, and Bayelsa State. Ganduje stated this while speaking with newsmen at the government house, Benin Kebbi, after being hosted by the Kebbi State Governor, Dr. Nasser Idris. And what else you need to know today, being Sunday? 2 children have died, while 2 other persons were injured in Kacha local government area of Niger State when a boat caught fire. The boat was said to have caught fire following a mechanical fault in the engine, which ignited a jerry can of petrol inside it. These are some of the things you need to know today, being Sunday. We know that more stories are coming up. And also, 7 commuters, including a couple, have lost their lives in an auto crash at the Ogidi village Aziz along the Osogbo Bonga Road in Bungon Road in Osun State. The accident, which happened on Saturday, involved an ash color Nissan Sharon car with registration number WWD 557AE. According to an eyewitness account, the vehicle's driver, who was said to be traveling from Osogbo to Odeomu, was at high speed, lost control, and fell into a ditch. The sector commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC) in Ogun State, Henry Benamaisai, who confirmed the auto crash to some news reporters, revealed that 10 persons were involved in the accident. He explained that 7 commuters, including a couple, died while 3 others sustained injuries. The FRSC boss disclosed that the injured victims were rushed to the Osun State University Teaching Hospital, Osogbo, while the remains of the deceased have been disposed or deposited in the morgue at the hospital. Benamaisai said operatives of the Nigeria Police Force joined the FRSC officials in operation, adding that 2 bags containing clothes were recovered from the scene. He advised motorists to always drive carefully and obey all traffic rules to avoid road crashes that may lead to loss of lives and properties. Also on the People's Drive, Cardinal Onayekon accuses INEC Chairman Mahmood of dishonesty. Bishop Emeritus of Abuja, John Cardinal Onayekon, has accused the Independent National Electoral Commission Chairman INEC Mahmood Yakubu of misleading Nigerians and not being honest in the conduct of 23 elections. The Cardinal, who was speaking to journalists in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, during the 10th anniversary celebration of his Jesuit Memorial College, had some very scathing words for way things are done in the country. In his own words, we should refuse to agree that this is a country where certificates are forged and it is okay. We should refuse to accept a situation where elections are rigged and you are told to go to court. These things have consequences. Jesus says, you shall know the truth and the truth will make you free. Accept that they have a very heavy trust deficit, he said at the Saturday event in Rivers State capital, Port Harcourt. And let's move on to another story. I didn't know 90% of those serving with me from day one. Yahaya Bello said he doesn't know those serving with him 90% from day one, and he's the governor of Kogi State. Bello said this during the All Progressive Congress APC governorship campaign in Anyimba, Lokoja in Kogi on Saturday. The governor stated that those under his employment were chosen not on the basis of their race, class, or religion, but on their abilities to better the lot of the people. In his own words, you will all believe me or believe in me that the majority and almost 90% of those that are serving with me today, I did not know them from day one. I didn't select them based on ethnicity. I didn't select them based on class. I didn't select them based on religion. It is based on competence and how you will be able to touch the lives of your people. That was why we were able to raise youths, women across the board that have helped to serve the state up till today. That is coming from Yahaya Bello, the governor of Kogi State. I'm going to open the phone lines for 15 minutes. If you want to call in on the show before we go into the new stories we have right here on the People's Drive. And don't forget, by 3 p.m., Citizen Jones is going to be in the building to take us on Studio 903. I want to open the phone lines for you to call in. If you got something to say on these stories we've shared this afternoon, on this information I've passed on to you this afternoon, you can call me up on 0700 903 903 903, or you can send a message on WhatsApp on 0700 903 903 903. You can also send a message on WhatsApp on 0700 903 9039 or call 0700 903 9039. While I am waiting for your calls, let's quickly go on a short advert break, and I'm going to be right back very, very, very shortly.
He won't use person do money. Kill am.
Sit tire for here. Put am for him neck. Burn am. Yes. They no go find better work do. Na yahoo yahoo dem go dey do. Burn am.
Stop! That person wey you wan born, e fit dey innocent. No go carry person blood put for your head. Jungle justice no good at all. Stop am.
You wey light the fire, you no get heart? Say no to jungle justice.
You nko wey follow for the crowd dey look wey dem dey born person, you no stop dem. E dey do you like film abi? Your hand sef no clean o. You fit enter gbege. Stop the lynching. Stop jungle justice.
Under the criminal law for Lagos State, person wey start jungle justice, those wey support am and those wey just sit down look, all of them fit rot for jail. My name na Benjamin Hundeyin, Lagos State Police talk person. Stop jungle justice.
This message now from Lagos State Police Command
and VOP 90.3 FM.
Welcome back from the advert break. Before we move into the fresh stories we have right here on the People's Drive, let's quickly recap on what we have said right here. Fresh evidence from Chicago State University, not statute-barred. Atiku replies, Tinubu, APC and INEC. Atiku wants the Supreme Court to decide based on the fresh evidence that was given to him by the CSU, and based on how he won in court in the US, and how the Judge Nancy Maldonado declared him and declared CSU to present him the certificate. He is now urging the Supreme Court to judge the presidential elections 2023 based on fresh evidence. And also on the stories we said, Tinubu's daughter orders receive Peace Achievers Awards. That was also what we shared right here on the People's Drive. I am sad, I need help. Nigerian lady weeps over loneliness in Canada. Some people, they travel, go abroad. Some talk say they don't tire. Why INEC chairman shouldn't be appointed by president? That is coming from Atahiru Jega. And also on the People's Drive, cry of the rich, luxury houses turned to rubble as Lagos demolishes buildings on drainage channels. Have you been affected by the demolition? You can call in on the show and let us know what has been happening in your area. Has any building been demolished around your axis? You can tell us, you can report what is happening right there. Tinubu should review many more appointments. This is coming from Tony Iradia. He's telling the president not just to review the young imams' appointments, he should also look into other appointments. And on the People's Drive, we also shared this story. Shettima arrives in U.S. for AFDB World Food Prize. And also, Cardinal Onayekon accuses the INEC chairman Mahmoud of dishonesty. It was also the story we shared here on the People's Drive. And the fresh stories right here. Let's go international. Stop. Pope Francis urges over Hamas-Israel conflict. Pope Francis, he pleaded on Sunday, today, for an end to the Hamas-Israeli conflict amid fears it could widen, and called for more humanitarian aid to be allowed into the Gaza Strip. War is always a defeat. It is a destruction of human fraternity. Brothers, stop. Francis said after his traditional Angelus prayer in Rome, St. Peter's Square. He also said, I renew my call for spaces to be opened, for humanitarian aid to continue to arrive, and for hostages to be freed. The 86-year-old pontiff said, Hamas militants stormed into Israel from the Gaza Strip on October 7, killing at least 1,400 people. Israel's retaliatory bombing campaign has killed more than 4,300 Palestinians, mainly civilians, according to the Hamas-run health ministry, and reduced swathes of densely populated Gaza to smoldering ruins. Alarm has grown about a humanitarian crisis in Gaza, where Israel has cut off water, food, and power. A first trickle of aid entered the besieged strip on Saturday, but UN officials said the 20 trucks permitted to cross were not enough, given the catastrophic humanitarian situation for 2.4 million people. 2 U.S. hostages were released Friday, but over 200 people adopted by the militants are still being held. Wahala. Stop the war. Israel, stop the war. We don't want war. And another story we have right here is 120 incubator babies at risk after Israel cuts Gaza fuel. 120 incubator babies. So the lives of at least 120 newborn babies on incubators in war-torn Gaza's hospitals are at risk as fuel runs out in the besieged enclave. The UN Children's Agency warned on Sunday more than 1,750 children have already been killed by Israeli strikes launched against the Gaza Strip in retaliation for the October 7 Hamas attack. According to the Palestinian Territory Health Ministry, hospitals face a dire lack of medicines. Let's quickly take on this call. I'll be right back on that story. Hello.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, speaking to Oluwatobiloba from Dallas, Texas.
Welcome to the show.
All right, I just want to contribute something a little bit.
Go ahead.
Concerning the Atiku case.
Okay.
I think the government is just trying to suppress everything that is in the power, not just think it out, because we are just hoping that the Supreme Court are going to do the right thing. It's obvious that Nigeria is currently in a mess, you know. Nigeria is not Lagos State. That man is just the wrong person in that office, and that's why we say that the appointment has been one-sided, you know.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Over here in America, people are so sad. Even imagine white people saying your president is just president and all of that. What's happening to your president? What happened to your country? We are facing international disgrace right now. We hope and we pray that the Supreme Court will do the right thing. That man intends to run Nigeria like Lagos State, one party state. That's why everything he's doing is just confused. It's as if it doesn't 187, 1,187. That never happened. Jonathan was just 200 and they want to kill the whole Nigeria for just $200 and 12 naira to a dollar. But now they are the one in charge and they have 1,187.
It's really outrageous and devastating, my brother.
We are here, we are the ones spending the dollar, but we are not even happy that those people over there are suffering.
We are crying.
Yes, you know. And now if you go to the DM and everything, you see all the messages and everything, everybody is crying.
I'm telling you, my brother, it's not
I saw
easy.
yesterday on the news again, where somebody said Nigerian women, there's a report that says Nigerian women are the most promiscuous, now married women. And the reason is because of the poverty in the land, not because of any other thing. Not that they wish to do it, but because there is intense poverty. You know, I was a civil servant myself. My colleagues in Nigeria, all of them are complaining. The cost of gas has gone up. You say there's no subsidy, but why has Nigerian gas not gone more than 6.16? It's supposed to have shoot up by now, because currently the world oil price is going up.
Yeah.
So as it's going up, if they're actually floating, if it's actually the market that is market forces, the market forces should have put it to 1,000. Then that useless the Labour Congress, the stupid Labour Congress, that they were being bribed in the past to cause confusion for a government that was even better than what they have now, you know, to shut down Nigeria just because of 97 naira. But they have not been able to shut down even one small street for 146 other than just Buhari. Now coming to this non-entity, Pablo Escobar, that they have as president, you know, it's so unfortunate. And the one that even worries me the most are those useless others.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your call, my brother. Please mind your language when you call in on the show. You can express yourself, but please do not abuse anybody. You can make your points without using abusive words. Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, name and location.
Happy Sunday, my brother.
Happy Sunday to you, my brother. Welcome to VOP.
Yes, a right place to stay.
Thank you.
This is Ishia Boala from Ikorodu.
Welcome to the show. Go ahead. My name is Ash the stud boy.
You said what?
Ash the stud boy.
Ash the stud boy.
Yes, Ash the stud boy.
This makes sense to you.
Thank you, my brother. No be small.
Well done. I just feel your voice, very sweet.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother.
My brother, you have said a lot. But my own side, this issue of a September in the US, September in US, if you invest your country very well, if you put your country in order,
yes,
if your country is moving well, there's no way for you to go outside again to look for investors. If investors would begin to look for you, the one we have, all the investors that we have in this country, where are they now? Most of them have traveled, most of them have packed their loads and went to next African country. And now you want to go and look for investors. To come, invest for what? With security. You don't hold security at hand. You don't have good roads. You don't have electricity. You want to invite investors. Investors for what? Let us tell ourselves the truth. We are not doing the right thing. Until we do the right thing in this nation, investors will look for us. Not we will look for investors. God help Nigeria, help you too.
God help you, my brother. God help Nigeria. Thank you very much for calling in on the show. You can also call in and tell us how you feel. Make your own point of view, but do not use abusive words. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call, and you can also call 0700 903 9039. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please help us subscribe to YouTube channel, and it will do you more good when you subscribe to our YouTube, because you get to cut across every of our shows, and that will be good. That will be very good that you are informed and you stay updated. 0700 903 903 903. You can send in your calls or send in your messages. Let's quickly look on the news stories we have here on the People's Drive. Pick Southern presidential candidate if Saraki becomes chairman. PDP is telling us this, and Anna Kwenze is the one who is saying pick Southern Southern presidential candidate if Saraki becomes chairman. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday. This is Marshall Obama.
Marshall Obama, welcome to the show.
Yeah. Let me get the...
Yeah, reduce the volume on your radio set. Thank you very much.
No, you see, the problem we have with Nigeria, we don't take advice. Why am I saying that? When APC came, in fact, they would have gotten it right. But because they brought this thing we call hate speech, nobody could advise them. If you talk and say hate speech, then you started ridiculing people, ridiculing the media. It's not the best. You see, when a government wants to succeed, look at where we are with this dollar incident. When we are saying it, some people will say you are against the government. You are against the government. It cannot do anything because you are jilted, because they want you. You know, look at us where we are. From 200 naira something, 300 to $1 to 1,000 something. It's a shame.
It is a shame, my brother. Inflation is killing our economy.
Inflation has gone whereby a child will come out tomorrow along the street and say, please, I need not to beg you. The child must assault you to eat. People are now eating grasses like goats. In fact, coming to say you are giving, who are the vulnerable, if I may ask? What is the meaning of vulnerable, please? You know? You say vulnerable, you are going to give 25 million or 15 million. Where is the data? You borrow money to give money. It's a shame. My brother, as I'm talking to you now, tears rose because going around the streets, people begging for food. And the person you are begging is also begging. No money to buy fuel, no money to buy gas. In short, for you to eat a cup of rice, what do you use in cooking it? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you for joining the show. Keep listening. Please, if you're streaming on YouTube, please help us share the live. Help us share the live on YouTube so that other Nigerians and other people who are interested in knowing what's happening in the country can join us on the show. Help us share the live. And if you're hearing my voice through the radio, you can help us subscribe to YouTube at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Keep sending in your calls and your messages. The phone line is still open. 0700 903 903 is the number you can call, or you can also call 0700 903 9039. A former presidential aspirant of the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Dr. Nwachukwu Anakwenze, today being Sunday, urged the leadership of the party leadership to pick a Southern candidate if former Senate President Bukola Saraki emerges the PDP national chairman. Anakwenze, in a statement, describes Senator Saraki as eminently qualified to lead the party at this crucial time and reconcile all the aggrieved members and groups within the party. If you are calling in, you can keep calling in. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Joy calling from it.
How are you doing?
Joy from it.
Joy, how are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay. Please, it's concerning Mr. Atahiru Jega.
Yeah.
Even though he was there for how many years, what did he do? Why didn't he sign all these clauses? Was he not there? Were they not there? So the APC government used them against Jonathan then. So immediately when they leave the office, they will not start regretting. They will start telling us, this is what we have, this is what we do. Why didn't you do it when you had the opportunity to do it? Obasanjo also is regretting that many things that he's supposed to do then when he was on seat, he refused to do it. Now he's telling, he has nothing. He has been writing letters. He has stopped writing letters because they are not even listening. They are not reading his letter. Because when you are in your position, you have opportunity to do whatever. Do it right. My brother, if you
Hello.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, how's boy? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank God you picked my call. Good to hear from you.
Thank you very much. Name and location.
This Anthony from Ikotu.
Anthony, happy Sunday. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, you see, I just want to cut this is about the Jega, or what we call Jega.
The former INEC boss.
Yeah. Yes. See, that man should just go and sit down, because they are the origin of the problem of this country. What we are facing today in this Nigeria, Jega contributed in it. 2015, I believe, 2015, when he conducted his own election. We all see his own handwork. My own opinion, the guy should go and sit down. I rest my case.
Thank you very much for resting your case there. He said Jega should go and sit down, and in his own time, we didn't really see much of him. We've got a call coming in on WhatsApp. Hello.
Hello, sir. I don't know why he cut me off, or his network.
I'm sorry, it's network. I wasn't really hearing you clearly. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, very, very clearly.
I was saying that Mr. Tahiru Jega also contributed to the problem, because when he was there, he couldn't do anything. The APC government used him when 2015, and also Obasanjo, Mr. Obasanjo then, when he was on seat, there are many things that he's writing of letter now, telling them to do this, but he was on opportunity to do it, but he never do anything. You understand? Yeah. So whenever they are on seats, let them do the right thing. It's not after leaving there, you will not have the opportunity to do it anymore. You get? Yeah. Look at in the streets. Look at people, little children, hungry, begging. You that don't have, you sacrifice your own. I split my own meat just to feed other people. But our government are there buying cars of billions of naira.
Thank you, my sister.
May God help us in this country.
You. God will bless you for doing that for the people. God will bless you. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you have been calling in, please call back. I am ready to take your call. 0700 903 903 903. I can see a number that ends with 30. You have been calling me 30 and I've not had the opportunity to pick your call because the line has been jamming. But please do call back. I'm gonna try to get your call. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, welcome to VOP 90.3 FM studios. Name and location.
Thank you. My name is Alhaji Usman Amogi.
Alhaji, go ahead.
From Ogo. Alhaji Usman Amogi from Ogo State.
Okay, sir. Go ahead.
You see, when you look at things very well, to be honest to each other, they can never done anything wrong in this country. You got conducted a very free and fair election. It never been the election for APC. Let's take the reality. For the fact that APC has come to mess up everything in this country, does not mean we should, shift the blame on Jega. APC are the kind of party that we never expected that they were coming to turn Nigeria to all this mess. If you want to say it, where are all the people, the human rights fighters, that President Tinubu was carrying to Ojota for protest that time against Jonathan from 87 naira to 100 naira fuel increase? Where are they today? Don't talk about Jega. To be honest to each other, that man did a very free and fair, conducted a very free and fair election in this country.
Well, Jega is telling us that this previous election or this particular INEC committee has been the best ever since 1999. Is that true?
The one of Mahmoud Yakubu?
Yes, the one of Mahmoud Yakubu. Jega is telling us that this present INEC is like the best they've ever had.
They are the most worst one. The most worst I ever seen in Nigeria. Yes.
Why do you say that?
I never seen so catch on all of them. God will pay them. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi.
Yeah, my brother. Good afternoon. Name and location. You don't they call. People just they call and no fee pick.
No. This one too say he do good work. If you align it busy like that, that means you are doing the right thing. So carry it on, yeah.
Thank you very much, my brother. Let's hear from you.
My state goes to this. We have government that refuse not to see, not to see reality or say reality or do the right thing. You understand? That's the kind of government to have.
Yeah.
Here in this country, we are facing insecurity, no light, no good road. Dollar is increasing every blessed day. You are not putting any cushion, anything to normalize things in results. Then you are going outside and telling investors to come to invest in insecurity country, to come to invest in a place where you carry $100,000 extra now. You won't buy the $700,000. You will go and sell many property to get it back. In the same context. What happened to this kind of people? They are upset. What happened as they are upset? Get them easy time for this great country to be. You have everything, you have human resources, you have human resources, human resources. To stand as a great country. We'll turn a working topic in the world. People are laughing at us. The other day they do some confidence with something at the UN. Malawi is at 7 votes. Why Nigeria is getting only 3? Is it not an insult? Still, you have intellectuals and the professors in this country sit down and looking at the ability to acquire offices. People go to schools, spend their time, learn. But they are not getting so they are not getting any work to do. Why people acquire offices with state certificate and we call it a nation? Let's be honest to each other. The day this thing will get out of hand, it will not pay anybody. It will not pay their religion. That will really pay their tradition. That will really pay that their party color. This is what country we will have, called Nigeria. If you go out of this country, country, if you become a refugee or illegal immigrant, wherever you find yourself, if you are very trouble here, let's call a spade, please, as a country. I'm trying every day, asking, where is our elder? Where is our elder? Is there disappear or what? Let us talk to the matter for this kind of problem. For us to get to this to the right one and for all. Please.
Thank you very much, Nnemeka. Thank you for joining the show. Keep listening. Court jails 25 internet fraudsters in Anambra. 25 internet fraudsters jailed in Anambra. We're going to look into that story and listen very carefully in case any of your relatives' name is there. So you have to pay attention. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, happy Sunday to you. Welcome to VOP 90.3 FM studios.
I wish you the best, my brother. Thank you for so much. You're doing a great job this afternoon.
Thank you so much, my brother.
I appreciate your analysis this afternoon. Thank God for the entire issue.
Thank you.
We are caught up in the same issue now. You don't have to come back to come and tell Nigerians that you are becoming a good citizen after you are putting us into the problem we are facing today. Let them continue to doing us anyhow they like. But all I know that God is seeing them. Whatever they are doing, let them know that we are not fools who knows everything that is happening. Jiga was the one who initiated this problem we are facing today in Nigeria. And now he's coming back after some years. He's now coming back to come and tell us what. What is he coming to tell us? Please let him just have his way and go and sit down one side because he has disappointed us. He disappointed all the professors, all the great analysis of professors of whatever they all are. He's completely a failure of professors. They are what they are. Completely failure of professors, all from A to Z. So let him just have his way and go and sit down one side. Well, what is he coming to tell us? But if you have a shame, if you have a shame, you should know that 2015 he committed atrocity that Nigeria will never forget. That where the whole world know who won the election. He leaked the election, the president of us. At the end of the day, he's not coming back to come and tell us what. I beg.
Thank you very much. Thank you for calling in on the show. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has secured the conviction and sentencing of 25 internet fraudsters in Anambra State. Pay attention, listen very well because you may know one of them. It could be your brother or your sister. Let me get this call first. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, name and location.
Yeah, my name is Stanley, calling from Ikorodu.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I want to say is about Mr. Jiga, or what do you call him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that this election was one of the best. Yes, because the guy superseded his expectation. The money given to this President INEC now was times 2 of what was given to him during his own time. So they are of the same categories. Okay. Now, look at now. They said the FCC called some Yahoo boys and they want to jail them. Who are the first big Yahoo boys in Nigeria? Is it not these are politicians? They are doing us facey. This one is facey, Yahoo facey. Nobody can do anything. Now they are catching innocent boys that are trying to feed their family. Bro, it's not as if I'm supporting fraud or something.
I know,
like that.
I understand.
If at all this Yahoo is not in existence, just imagine what will happen to Nigeria today. Do you know that this Yahoo elevated most of our young boys? It's not a good job. I'm not supporting anybody to go into fraud or to do Yahoo. But these are our leaders. They are the ones giving all this as young boys. Definitely, everybody has to feed. The nature of human being survival. Everybody have to survive.
Yes, my brother.
Either by hook or by crook. Like what our president said during the campaign. He said, we have to get this power either by hook or by crook.
Snatch
now,
it.
Why are they catching the Yahoo boys?
The president, before he came into office, said, snatch it.
Yes, he was not a giver this hope. Now they are catching us. After teaching us what we know, we learn from them. Now they want to use the advantage because they are at the upper power.
Thank you very much for joining the show. Let me quickly take this story before another call. Listen, in case your brother's name or your sister's or your cousin's name is there or your nephew. According to the EFCC, 22 of the convicts bagged 2-year jail terms each for their involvement in cybercrime offenses, while 3 others were cautioned and detained in Awka, Anambra State capital. This was disclosed in a statement by the EFCC on Sunday today and shared on X Twitter page formerly page of the commission. The 25 persons were arraigned before Justice Nnamdi Dimkpa of the Federal High Court, sitting in Awka, on one count bordering on the impersonation by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The court read in part that you, Chukwuneke Chukwuebuke Nicholas, sometime in 2023 in Enugu State, within the jurisdiction of the Honorable Court, fraudulently impersonated one Elizabeth Olsen by means of your iPhone 12 Pro via a fake Facebook account with the intent to gain advantage for yourself and to obtain money from unsuspecting foreign nationals, and thereby committed an offense contrary to section 22(3)(a) and B of the Cybercrimes Prohibition and Prevention etc. Act of 2015, and punishable under section 22(4) of the same act. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, name and location.
This is Akajaja. I'm calling from Okota.
Happy Sunday, Akajaja.
I wish you the same. My brother, you're doing well.
Thank you. Let's hear from you, brother.
Please, I want to comment on the program.
Okay.
But first of all, we'll start from the comment of Jega.
Okay.
You know, it happened that most of all these people, they know what they are doing. How can Jega tell us that Mahmoud INEC is the best so far? How many electoral cases do we have in the court now? First time in history that we are still having about 500 cases pending in the court as a result of fraud through Mahmoud. That one is bygone. Then I want to talk about the dollar. You see, the problem of Nigeria is that the people we call the politicians, they don't believe in Nigeria. So since they don't believe in Nigeria, I don't think they can do anything good for Nigeria. You can remember during the election, none of them spend their naira. We are all busy spending dollars during their campaign, during their primary elections. Okay, you cannot go to their houses and see anything made in Nigeria in their houses. Even their furniture, they don't use Nigerian products. Okay, look at the SUV car that they want to buy for them. We have a lot of companies producing car in Nigeria. And they're going as far as going outside to spend more dollars to go and bring the SUV from outside. But the problem is that it's with the youth. We are the one that is giving them that opportunity to still doing all these things. By the time, I'm saying that let us stand up on our rights and say this is what we want them to do for us, not what they want to do for themselves. All they think is immediately they put them in. They focus on the next election, how to manipulate to win the next election. They don't think there's anything good about Nigeria. None of their children is going to school in Nigeria. When they have a headache, they go to abroad. When they want to buy their car, they go to abroad. If they want to buy rice, they go to abroad. Ordinary paracetamol, they buy it from abroad. So how can Nigeria work? That's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me quickly read out a message on WhatsApp. Good afternoon, my brother. My name is Festus from Ejibo. Jega is either looking for favor from this government or he is mocking them. That's why he is saying the current INEC is the best since inception. Thank you very much for your contribution. And another one on YouTube says, afternoon, VOP family. We have a call. Hello, good afternoon. All right, you can also keep calling 0700 903 903 903 is the number you can call, or you can send in your messages on the same number 0700 903 903 903. Army kills suspected IPOB member. Arrest just jailbreak escapee. We're going to get into that story shortly. Please reduce the volume on your radio set. Good afternoon. Reduce the volume on your radio set. No. Not accepted. Reduce the volume on your radio set before you call. The Nigerian Army has killed one suspected member of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network in Imo State. Let me get this call. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Emmanuel from the
Happy Sunday, Emmanuel. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. My own contribution is that in the year 1998, when I was living in Ijeoma, this so-called Jega, he did exactly the same thing. But he called the result around 4 o'clock. So I want to ask, I don't know if it is Nigerian thing to be calling results around 4:30 in the midnight. So maybe after this call, if you can answer me that question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Into that story of Nigerian army killing one suspected IPOB member, the army equally said it has nabbed a suspected escapee of the just jailbreak Chimezie Chukwu, also known as Biggie, during the different operations in the southeast region of the country. This was disclosed today, being Sunday, in a statement by the spokesperson for the Joint Task Force Operation Udoka 2, Jonah Onuakalu, and shared on the X, formerly Twitter page of the force. Onuakalu stated that the troops of Sector 4, who were on checkpoint duties in Okigwe local government area of the state, tried to arrest the suspected IPOB member, but fled in order to escape arrest, which forced the troops to open fire on him, thereby leading to his death. He said in his word, the troops of Sector 4 deployed at forward operational base in Okigwe, Imo State, while on checkpoint duty, spotted an identified IPOB member on a motorcycle. When ordered by the troops to halt and alight from the motorcycle, he took to his heels in order to escape arrest. All efforts to stop him proved abortive, forcing the troops to open fire and neutralized the suspect. Items recovered from him are 2 live rounds of 7.62 mm special and 1 ITEL mobile phone and 1 small bag containing charms, the sum of 2,300 naira only, and 1 Q-Link motorcycle was found with him. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Please reduce the volume on your radio set. Reduce the volume on your radio set.
Yeah. My name is Tinubu. I'm talking from Michi.
Welcome to the show.
Now, those who contributed to the menace in this country right from 1999, the orgies in Abia State, orgies of Carlo, the other orgy. And even the last governor, they did not do anything in the Abia State. Now, the only one God has sent to us, I don't know how they have managed to leaving the south and go to the north to obtain a judgment against it. They want Abia State to continue to go into drain. They don't want Abia State and that area to develop at all. These people who pocketed all our money are giving chance. They are dancing with the looking for position in the Senate. Now we are still where we are in Abia State. Coming to Jega himself, in fact, he should not say anything as far as Nigeria is concerned. He was one of the contributors to the menace of this very country. No matter how he would paint himself, and people who are supporting him are only those who believe that he did well for them. But generally, he did not do anything. He's a professor of doom. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling in. Let's quickly take on this news. Use 500 million naira for welfare of inmates, not payment of court fines. Falana tells Interior Minister, renowned human rights lawyer Femi Falana-San has urged the Interior Minister Olubunmi Tunji Ojo to review the plan of paying the court fines for 4,000 convicts with 500 million naira. Let us hear from this caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, happy Sunday to you.
I'm calling. My name is Philip. I'm calling from the Solo of Lagos.
All right, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
I don't have enough thing to say.
Okay.
I just come up about Jaga. What is Jaga is trying to tell Nigeria now. He want to tell Nigeria now is among of the Boko Haram repentant or what? The Jaga is the one who puts Nigeria in this more than mess in this time now. It's 2015. It's Jaga. So now he wants to tell Nigeria now that he have something to do. Then now is it somebody who him not to do it? Now he don't put it and get to mess. He try to come inside this next the election. So Jaga should go and eat shit. Shove very big shit.
That was A very wrong statement. All right, back to the story. Senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, advised Tunji Ojo to rather use the fund earmarked for that purpose in seeking the welfare of the inmates at their various correctional across the federation, correctional centers across the federation. The senior lawyer, however, suggested that the minister should request that President Bola Tinubu and the other 36 governors use their prerogative mercy to pardon the convicts in order to decongest the correctional facilities. Falana made this known in a statement titled Interior Minister should review plan to pay fines of 500 million naira, which he signed as the chairman. Alliance on Surviving COVID-19 and Beyond ASCAB on Sunday. This is one story we have shared right here. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. This is Ojikuji here from Bariga.
Happy Sunday to you.
Okay, same to you, but I'm not happy.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
Again.
Tell me why you're not happy.
I'm not in Nigeria. Can't you see what is going on?
Why you're not happy may be different from why I am not happy. So let's hear from you.
Okay. Are you sure that Jega actually said that
yes,
this Mahmoud election is the best?
Yes, he said this INEC, this present INEC board and committee is actually the best so far.
Okay, that is very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. You see, it is one thing for a man to sleep with my wife, and another thing for the man after sleeping with my wife, and you will come out and tell me that he did it. What am I going to do? You see, what is happening in Nigeria today, I pray that one crazy officer will not come and take over and did what Jerry Rawlings did in Ghana. I can foresee it happening. It's not my prayer, but this care is not taken. Such a thing will happen in Nigeria. But this is a very big insult to the intelligence of Nigerians. It can't be insulting us like that. We know what the guy did. That the legislature that brought the Buhari into power. And we know what the Buhari did to Nigerians that we are passing through today. And this one is coming out to tell us that even the present government, that is what they call an INEC, that they rigged the election in favor of the present, so-called president now, is the best Nigeria. What does this mean? What is it driving at? Does this Nigeria belong to any particular set of people?
I don't know.
That this particular election that was rigged before the whole world, that the whole world condemned, is the best. I mean, it's unfortunate. Well, may God have mercy. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining the show. We're soon going to go on a short ABBA break. But before that, Peter Obi celebrates appointment of Nigerian Health Minister in Canada. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, Mr. Peter Obi, has felicitated with the Nigerian Uzoma Asagwara on her swearing in as a health minister in the province of Manitoba, Canada. Obi, in a series of tweets shared on Sunday today on Twitter, formerly Twitter, now X, attributed Asagwara's success to hard work and dedication to duty. The swearing in of a young Nigerian, Uzoma Chioma Asagwara, as the new health minister and deputy premier of the province of Manitoba in Canada was heartwarming. The uplifting report again buttresses the resourceful spirit of Nigerians. He tweeted, according to the report, Asagwara was the first black individual to achieve this position in Manitoba. I sincerely congratulate her for achieving this feat, which can only be earned through hard work, commitment, and dedication to duty. She shares as a lesson in hard work to millions of Nigerian youths. I wish her success in a new position and encourage her to continue to pursue societal progress both in Canada and our country, Nigeria. P2B added in his felicitation. We're going to go on a short ABBA break, and when we come back, we'll see more stories we have here on the People's Drive before we round up. Don't go nowhere. My name is Ash, the Stud Boy, and this is Voice of the People 90.3 FM.
He won't use passenger money, kill him.
Sit tire for here, put am for him neck, burn am. Yes, they no go find better work do. Na yahoo dem go dey do. Burn am. Stop!
that person wey you wan born, if it dey innocent, no go carry person blood put for your head. Jungle justice no good at all. Stop am.
You wey light the fire, you no get heart. Say no to jungle justice.
You nko wey follow for the crowd dey look wey dem dey burn person, you no stop dem. E dey do you like film abi? Your hand sef no clean o. You fit enter gbege. Stop the lynching. Stop jungle justice.
Under the criminal law for Lagos State, person wey start jungle justice, those wey support am and those wey just sit down look, all of them fit rot for jail. My name na Benjamin Hundeyin, Lagos State Police talk person. Stop jungle justice.
This message now from Lagos State Police Command
and VOP 90.3 FM.
Welcome back from the break. You're still tuned in to the People's Drive with Ash the Stud Boy, and you are on the very best radio station 90.3 FM. France-bound businessman excretes 93 heroin wraps at Abuja airport. Now, wow. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have arrested a 40-year-old businessman, Sheriff Ebo, at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, while attempting to board an Air France flight to Paris, France, after the anti-narcotics agents discovered he ingested illicit drugs. We're going to get to that story after this call. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, sorry for disturbing you. I'm going to call back.
Nemeka.
Call back.
Talk, make we hear you. I don't know. No time they talk more hear you.
You see, say the world, the West, they are picking the best out of us to make their place great. You see, the West are picking the best out of us to make their place great. Why they are supporting this kind of rotten system called leadership here? You see why I'm always angry? But if we can lay ourselves to be fool for people to use you forever, you understand me? It's painful. Our elders and the leaders, they need this way to be using us anyhow. For us to be in this condition here in Nigeria, they are supporting that law. But while they are picking the best out of us, giving them places in their country because they know that we are great people. That's why they don't want to settle ourselves and become people. It's painful, my brother Ash. It's very, very painful. That I will see that if you go to American lawmakers, you will see Nigerians there. You go to British, you will see Nigerians. You go to Canada, the same thing, Germany.
Nigerians are everywhere in the world. Nigerians are everywhere in the world. Don't doubt this.
What are we having here as a leadership? Is this what we're supposed to have? Why democracy started for this land where we are UK? This democracy we are talking about started for this land where we are UK. Ash. And about this former Atiku wey dey talk, he never start confession. Through confession, all of them dey do through confession. All of them can put Nigeria this mess. We will do through confession one day. God will not allow them to have peace until they tell us what they do to us. God bless you.
Thank you, Nemeka, for always contributing on our show. Okay, let's go back to the France-bound businessman who excreted 93 heroin wraps at Abuja Airport. The spokesperson for the NDLEA, Femi Babafemi, noted that the Spain-based Ebo was arrested on Saturday, October 14, after a body scanner revealed that he had wraps of illicit drugs in his stomach. He was subsequently placed under observations at the agency's exhibit recovery room, where he excreted 93 pellets of heroin weighing 2.222 kilograms. In his statement, the suspect claimed he works at a chicken hatchery farm in Madrid, Spain, and also in the drug trafficking business. Babafemi revealed in a weekly communique released on Sunday. The communique further revealed that NDLEA operatives at the narco import shed of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport Ikeja, Lagos on Monday, October 16, seized a consignment of 10 cartons containing 500,000 pills of tramadol, 225 mg branded as terpentadol. Let's take this call. Hello. Volume on your radio set. Please reduce the volume on your radio. This person never ready talk. In the users they catch cruise. You call VOP, then you they talk. Welcome, sir. Welcome, man. You never ready more hear your voice. Okay, so NDLEA reported that they seized 10 cartons containing 500,000 pills of tramadol, 225 mg branded as terpentadol at NACO. Now, wow. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Name and location.
Mr. Chief from Oshodu.
Chris, welcome to the show.
Yeah, my own opinion. I know I not condemn the guy or anybody. I not condemn anybody. But the thing where the pain is, whether we not get military again for this Nigeria. They don't see all the things that happen. They keep quiet. I think they still bribe them. Like them are the blame. Like they're supposed to do their work. And the military are the blame. If they hijack this government, they must talk through. After some months, they give it to me to put to rule Nigeria well. That is my own suggestion. Let me take action. Thank you.
Thank you very much. He says military should take action. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Very well.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really very, very sorry for Nigeria. Very, very, very sorry for Nigeria.
Why are you sorry?
Very, very, very sorry. Because you should just play that our song from our guy Femi.
Sorry. You. Okay, tell us what you want to talk. I've been only sorry you won't tell us.
No, see, how can somebody wake up and come out and saying INEC is the best INEC after they give them all the trillions, after all the billions, and they fall our hand, and somebody can come out and be saying this? We are in a very, 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 very bad state of. See, last 2 months in my area in Ogun State, they don't rob them before. Because they 4 increasement now, they are robbing. They like boys are robbing. Robbery is clear place every day in Ogun State. Every day. 4 increasement, everybody go job. Every day robbery. Every day in Ogun State. Every day. It's not like this before now. It's not like this before. It's not like this. It's not like this.
Robbery and kidnapping in Ogun State.
Yeah, one area says even robbery. That's the worst. Robbery is what's it called?
Broad daylight robbery.
Yes, they even robbed yesterday. Every day robbery. Every day you possess a robbery.
Jesus.
Any vigilante that will kill them aside.
Wahala.
Every day robbery. Fire has increased now. People don't have job. Money is not enough for them to do what they want to do. Nothing they can do is to do. That's what they're saying now. When they come to your house, okay, give us our own share, chairman. Chairman, give us our own share. Give us our own share. Don't give us our share.
All right, thank you for joining the show. NUC approves 14 programs for transportation varsity. Daura take off. The Federal University of Transportation, Daura, located in Katsina State, has received the nod from the National Universities Commission (NUC) for the commencement of 14 key programs, as confirmed by the institution pioneer Vice Chancellor Professor Umar Adam Katsayal. The approval came following the recent visit of the NUC Resource Verification Team to the university. Hello, good afternoon.
Yep.
Good afternoon. Name and location. Speak up, please.
Yeah,
all right, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead. We can hear you clearly. Go ahead.
Yeah. Want to comment something?
Okay.
You are just not new. You are receiving phone calls. You are interrupting yourself. I'm very eager to get you. What the those of Yahoo Boys from Anambra State. You are facing one. You are facing phone calls. You are interrupting yourself. So see, that's what I want to hear.
So what do you want? What information do you want to hear?
The Yahoo Boys, you said they are shared Anambra State. You mentioned only one. You said there are 3 numbers. We are waiting to hear. You enter phone call.
Oh, you want to hear all their names?
Yes. You tell us to be safety to know whether we have their
Okay, now I know. Someone is actually paying attention. All right, I'm gonna list out the whole names to you. All right, just you want their names. Are you scared that you may have anybody? There may be anybody you know around in that list.
Not really, but having come from Anambra and we are here in Lagos, better we hear what is happening there.
All right. Okay, let me quickly mention their names to you. If I have the names here, I'm gonna do that for you. Okay, the first one is Chukwu Chibuike Nicholas. That's the first one, and also Annie Michael Rotimi Ajobiewi. That is also there, and also Chekube Chukwu Ngu, Anthony Emmanuel Ndubisi, Onya Chukwuka Christian is also there. I mentioned Chukwuneke Chibuike Nicholas at the beginning. Then Nonso Henry Ozoekwe is also there. John Samuel is there. Okpe Matthew Chinwike. Okpe Matthew Chinwike. Forgive me if I don't pronounce your names very well. Chinwike Matthew is also there. Kalun Nachi is also there. Okpe Joachim is also there. Obike Ebuka is also there. Obike Ebuka Boniface is there. Then Eze Onyedikachi Kingsley is also there. Ogonna Samuel Okpa Tako is also there. Others are Dennis Chigozie, Emmanuel Johnson, Basil Nnalo Jason, Chidera Shedrack Uguike, David Chimerie Ukeji, Christian Nnamdi Jidofo, Osinachi Johnson, Okechukwu Ezeka, Honora Johnson, Ekene Christian Obikezie, Emmanuel Chinonso Aleke, Sopuluchukwu Paul Eneje, and Okechukwu Joshua Honor. All the 25 defendants pleaded guilty when the charges were read to them. Based on their pleas, EFCC's counsel Annie Michael and Rotimi Ajobiowe prayed the court to convict and sentence them accordingly. Justice Dimpa thereafter convicted and sentenced 22 of them to 2 years imprisonment each, with an option of a fine of 200,000 naira, while Ona, Aleke, and Nnachi were cautioned and detained in the court premises for 8 hours before they were released. The statement concluded. So that is the information on the 25 internet fraudsters who were arraigned in Anambra State. So if you heard the name of anyone you know, you can pass the information to anyone who knows anybody who knows them. That is how I'm going to tell you. So thank you for bringing me back. I thank you for being interested in that particular story. That is why the phone line is open for you, and is an open discussion. I can't just keep talking without hearing from you. We are called the voice of the people. If I don't hear from you, then that name, voice of the people, no longer sounds valid to me. So I need to hear from the people. That is why I always take the calls. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Name and location.
My name is someone I called earlier on the day.
All right, go ahead.
But wait, brother. What is all this one? The politicians, the fake politicians, what's it called? The corrupt politicians' names are not bring out. I just saw these small Yahoo boys. They are calling their names. What kind of country is this one? I've never heard one say, these are 5 politicians, corrupt politicians, though, that are corrupt. I've never heard their name on radio or see their face in TV. Are we on the right track? Brother, I'm asking this question, please. Are we on the right track?
My brother, which way forward, Nigeria? All of us, we are looking for the way forward. We are looking for the way forward, my brother.
So, please, you media people should please try and give them advice now. We are giving them advice because we need politicians' name, not all these small Yahoo boys.
I think they can hear you. I think some of them can hear you. Thank you very much for joining the show. We'll soon round up this segment on the People's Drive. By 3 p.m., we're going to have Citizen Jones come up the studio to take you on Studio 903 with his gang. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, why haven't you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Don't you have a phone that can access the internet? If you do have a phone that can access the internet, please subscribe to Voice of the People 90.3 FM on YouTube. It will help you follow the station programs properly and keep you informed. And also, don't forget, we are across all socials at VOP 903 FM, and we have a TV station that is already doing a lot, informing people, and we cut across every dimension of information you would love to hear. You can subscribe to Voice of the People TV on YouTube, and trust me, you will not regret it. You will not regret it. My name is Ash the Stud Boy, and I am also on socials. If you want to meet me on socials, you can meet me at STUDBOY for life, Stud Boy for life on Instagram. That is where I'm at, and also on Twitter, formerly Twitter, now X, Stud Boy for life. You can keep the calls coming in while we take on this other news right here from our platform, Wike speaks on meeting with Israeli envoy, says I can't determine country relationship. He's the Federal Capital Territory FCT Minister. Ezenwo Nyesom Wike. He has spoken of his resolve to boost food security in the nation's capital, Abuja, saying this, his meeting with the Israeli ambassador to Nigeria earlier this month was to seek partnership for farmers. The minister therefore dismissed as tissues of lies insinuations that he expressed support for Israel against Palestine in the ongoing conflict in the region. The Israeli ambassador to Nigeria, Michael Freeman, had on Tuesday, October 3rd, visited the FCT minister days before the Hamas attack on Israel and the consequent and continued retaliation by the Jewish nation. However, in spite of the gap between the visit and the eruption of the conflict between the group and Israel, some elements had accused Wike of offering Nigerian support to Israel. Speaking at a meeting with the leadership of the Abuja National Mosque Management Board led by the Etsu Nupe Alhaji Abubakar Yahaya, the minister said he had no constitutional powers to determine Nigeria's diplomatic relations with other countries, as such as powers lay absolutely with the president and commander-in-chief. He said, in his words, I have heard from various social media platforms that we had a meeting, that we are doing this and that with Israel. I am here acting on delegation of powers on behalf of Mr. President. I cannot determine a relationship between a country and another country. So it is difficult for anybody to say, I am doing this, I am doing that. Any foreign body that wants to have anything to do with Nigeria, it is the Minister of Foreign Affairs who will write to me and state that these people want to see me. It is simple. And when they come, it is in my position to say, look, we want to partner with you. Take, for instance, you are going into agriculture and we want to partner. Then we tell you where exactly, he explained. The minister further clarified that his meeting with the Israeli ambassador was purely for agricultural partnership in the interest of farmers in the FCT. This is coming from Nyesom Wike. Kwara governor's wife pledges support for children as regards to malaria. She's the first lady of Kwara State, Olufolake Abdul Razak. She has pledged to use her office to ensure that children in the state no longer die of malaria. She made the pledge on Saturday in Abuja after her investiture as malaria ambassador for the state by the Society for Family Health National Malaria Elimination Program and other partners against the eradication of malaria. She said that she would use different channels and resources to disseminate messages on the use of malaria preventive medicines for children aged 3 to 59 months and the insecticide treated nets to ensure that children and families are protected. She said, in her words, I will also mobilize malaria advocates of the local government areas who will in turn mobilize the people at the grassroots to the full 3-day course of the sulfadozine, pyrimethamine, amodiaquine in this fourth cycle, and net utilization in Kwara becomes highest in the country. Coming from the first lady of Kwara State, Olufolake Abdul Razak, she is trying to help our country and their state reduce or eradicate malaria. We can all testify that malaria is one of the most common diseases or ailment we can find in our country, Nigeria. It's the most common ailment in Nigeria, malaria. Very, very common. Can come in the form of cold, in the form of fever, headache, comes in different forms. And also on the People's Drive, Oborevori congratulates Udraga at 29. The state governor, retired Honorable Sheriff Oborevori, has congratulated former governor of Delta State, Dr. Emmanuel Udraga, as he clocked 69 on October 22. Today, the present state governor, Oborevori Sheriff, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Sir Festus Ahon, on Sunday in Asaba, expressed profound appreciation to the former governor for graciously supporting his emergence as governor of the state. He lauded the former state herdsman for his outstanding accomplishments and contributions to the growth and development of the state, noting that some of the iconic projects in the state capital would remain sterling legacies of his stewardship in the state. We're going to stop here on these stories right here. Let's wait for Studio 903 by 3 p.m. Citizen Jones is still going to be in the house. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're streaming on YouTube, please help us share the live on YouTube so other Nigerians and other people can see what we are talking about, can also get the information we are sharing on this platform today. My name is Ash the Stud Boy. I'm going to be here on Wednesday night to take you on the late night show with Ash the Stud Boy. And I will urge you to follow all VOP programs. Trust me, there are more you could learn. There are a lot of things you could learn. Information not the finish. Every day things happen. Every second, every minute, things happen. You know, so just stay tuned to VOP 90.3 FM and you would love it. You would love it. You would love it. One more time, my name is Ash the Stud Boy. Follow me on my socials at STUDBOY for life. And don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Voice of the People 90.3 FM on YouTube. Love you so much until I get the opportunity to speak with you again. Bye for now.
Broadcasting worldwide. Voice of the People 90.3 FM.
He won't use person do money. Kill him.
Sit tire for here. Put am for him neck. Burn am. Yes. They no go find better work do. Na yahoo dem go dey do. Burn am.
Stop! That person where you want born, if it dey innocent, no go carry person blood put for your head. Jungle justice no good at all. Stop am.
You wey light the fire, you no get heart. Say no to jungle justice.
You uncle wey follow for the crowd dey look wey dem dey born person. You no stop them. E dey do you like film abi? Your hand sef no clean o. You fit enter gbege. Stop the lynching. Stop jungle justice.
Under the criminal law for Lagos State, person wey start jungle justice, those wey support am and those wey just sit down look, all of them fit rot for jail. My name na Benjamin Hundeyin, Lagos State Police talk person. Stop jungle justice.
This message now from Lagos State Police Command
and VOP 90.3 FM.
You are listening to your number one station, the Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial. Number one.
Your station has just been upgraded.
This is your number one radio station.
The best radio station to listen to this year is right here.
VOP 90.3 FM.
The voice of the people.
Nigeria at 63.
The Techno Phantom V Flip 5G is a revolutionary smartphone that offers a free cam function for capturing memories and stunning photos. It is sleek and compact with a 12-month warranty and a 180-day screen protection warranty. The device is the fastest charging flip phone on the market, allowing users to get back into action quickly. Additionally, customers can enjoy perks like a stylish Phantom drawbar box or 2 designer perfumes. The device is available at a 0% interest rate through EasyBuy's offer. The Techno Phantom V Flip 5G is available at its nearest official store. Techno, stop at nothing.
Enugu State government is building a $40 billion economy, among which is the huge International Trade Center. It is the Oji River Industrial Park, the biggest in Africa, located in Ugwoba, few minutes drive to Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, Anambra State. Oji River Industrial Park is